the Brothers Ghastly, eldest brother, the warrior. The eldest brother of the family, and also the first one to manifest on this plane. The warrior's presence is a sure sign that things are about to get very bad for a lot of people. The warrior is so named because he is a battle junkie. Historical research has revealed that, while alive, he was enlisted in the military and fought in many wars and battles. He was good at it. He thrived on the battlefield. To him, there was glory in taking the lives of others. That was until injuries earned him an honourable discharge from the services. The army thanked him for his service and he went home, full of riches and rewards. But that wasn't what he wanted at all. The warrior spent the rest of his life with pain in his bones, legs that barely worked, and a hand that he couldn't close properly. This left him bitter and yearning for what were, for him, the best times of his life. This was probably why he agreed to what the mastermind behind the brothers, the mystic, wanted. Whatever ritual the brothers performed before they died, it had an effect that lingered beyond the grave. Usually, a ghost's form resembles who they are in life. The ghost of a warrior should have been a soldier or someone in armor. But what the world got was a vulture-skulled skeleton with loose, draping skin. Instead of human hands, the warrior's ghostly form had the wings of a bird. The rest of the skeleton was that of a man. The warrior prefers to target fighters, athletes, and soldiers. Anyone who can fight, the warrior has interest in. Anyone who can get him to a fight, to the battlefield. This has seen him participate in many wars across the ages, from World War I even to the Iraq War in the current age. When the warrior takes over a body, he is able to use all the knowledge he has accumulated over the ages. Combined with his ability to push past his host body's natural human limitations, this makes him a terrifying opponent to face. Someone who lives and breathes warfare, who can ignore wounds, punch through walls, or even flip a heavy military jeep with their bare hands. If only the warrior's only interest wasn't killing as many people as possible. The warrior will drive its host to fight and fight and fight until their body gives out. Something that happens pretty fast given the stresses the warrior puts on his host body with his superhuman feats. Many don't survive, either straining their body to the point of collapse or losing their lives in combat. Losing a host doesn't stop the warrior. He just moves on to a new host, and the process starts again. There are times when he doesn't possess a body to fight a war in. Every now and then, the warrior will take a non-combatant host in order to participate in the hunt. The hunt is an event where 3 of the siblings will track and take down the 4th. Usually it's the youngest, the coward, who is hunted, but any of the other siblings can be nominated at random and find themselves being the target of the hunt. The warrior, when not being chased himself, is the most aggressive and direct during the hunt. He is simple, preferring to possess a hunter and using them and their weapons to hunt down the target. Using direct attacks and mowing down anyone in the way, with no regard for life. Of all the brothers, the warrior has the largest number of victims. It has no care for collateral damage. When being a hunter, again, the warrior takes the aggressive stance that the best defense is a good offense. So it will hunt the other targets to take them out first. It usually gets the warrior killed, often taken down by the scholar's traps. There seems to be a reason the 4 gather together once every 3 to 4 years. Something about the hunt is important enough that, when it happens, all of them drop what they are doing to participate. Communicating with the warrior is impossible. He doesn't like to speak and won't listen to anyone trying to reason with it. It has no mercy or empathy because its principal drive is to kill. If a possession is caught early enough, it is possible to drive the warrior out of the host body. But with every second that passes, the warrior becomes more and more entrenched in its chosen body, eventually suppressing the soul of the original owner's body. Driving the warrior out of a body is hard. One needs to defeat the host body and restrain it to the point where it can no longer move. The warrior will struggle ferociously, doing anything to escape. The longer you keep the host restrained, the more likely the warrior will get fed up and leave the body. As the warrior gets more settled into the body, the host's physical and fighting talents increase. This is what makes it harder and harder to restrain them to the point where the warrior will leave. One can tell a warrior possession by several factors: an increase in the person's aggression levels, the lack of sleep, and various PTSD symptoms that they had not displayed before. The final sign of possession is a change in eye color to a bright red. Unlike the others, when the warrior is done with a body, the victim will usually die, often from an overworked heart. It can be warded away by using condor bones in a ward around a house, or inverting the ward to trap the warrior inside a location.